What's up guys, Devin here with Otter PR, and today we're going to talk a little bit about how coaches and administrators on the university level can help NCAA student athletes with their sponsorship opportunities. With the new ruling that enables NCAA athletes to commercially benefit from their name, image, and likeness and monetize their social media presence, there will be an inevitable shift in culture amongst teams. This is leaving many schools worried about the equity around whether student athletes will demand compensation for school-related appearances and how this subsequently forces the administration and coaching staff to become liaisons for these relationships. So how can NCAA coaches and staff provide support and guidance for their endorsable athletes? Our team of publicists and marketing pros with experience in college sports and professional sports communications provide unparalleled insights into how coaches and administration can best guide their athletes in the right direction when it comes to personal branding, sponsorship, marketing, and everything in between. As a coaching and/or administrative staff, you may not be able to take on the role of a publicist, but you can most definitely support your athletes by providing a good media training resource. After all, good press for one of your athletes is good press for your program and good press for your university as a whole. Media training is a form of communications training that helps individuals navigate media interviews by anticipating reporter behavior, avoiding detrimental questions, and focusing on the key messages that need to be put out to represent an athlete's personal brand. Media training allows the student athlete to focus on their objectives in their interviews without being derailed. The goal here is that interviews should contribute to some sort of gain or promotion for the athletes themselves. Media training provides the right framework for understanding interviews and how they may approach an athlete and how the athlete can stick to those key messages to ensure they're effectively representing their brand and not getting duped into answering offsides or out-of-bounds questions. Media training also teaches basic fundamentals for how to carry yourself in an interview. Body language can speak volumes in a video-based interview, so you want to make sure that the story an athlete is telling is complementary to their actions. This will ensure that they are able to make a conversation flow articulately while under pressure. In many cases, an athlete's ability to handle press can aid or detract from their brand as a whole. As a coach and administrative staff, providing media training to your athletes can not only help athletes support their sponsors, but it can also act as a great testament to your program and university. One of the struggles found amongst many professional sports teams' communications departments is ensuring that their messaging is being represented by an athlete while the athlete is also representing their own personal brand simultaneously. Sometimes the goal of an athlete differs from that of the team as a brand. As a coach of a sponsored athlete, how do you ensure your program's goals are being represented while athletes are representing their own goals at the same time? This can be accomplished through key messages and alignment of brands. So, what are key messages? Well, they're clear, concise, memorable thoughts that align with your brand's objectives. They're concepts about your brand identity that you want your audience to remember above all else. They're also key messages that are meant to be biteable pieces of information that are easily associated with your brand identity after a media interaction. It could very well be the case that athletes may now gain sponsorship from competitors of the brands with which your program is partnered. So how exactly should you support them while protecting your program's equity? Begin by leveraging the power of your athletes' personal brands and how they associate with your programs. Simply enough, keep doing what you have always done for your athletes and offer full support to the endorsements they receive and subtly associate their image with your school and specific athletic program. Athletes' personal goals will differ from a program. The way around this is to note what key athletes' key messages are and ensure that they don't contradict the values and principles of your school and program. Working with an athlete's brand instead of against it will, by association, help your athletic program and possibly draw more sponsorships for your program as a whole. The key to supporting your athletes is ensuring that they are prepared for the responsibility and actions that come with being an endorsable personal brand. While you can't necessarily act as their publicist, you can provide the tools necessary to support them when they do work with sponsors so that they can effectively represent both your program and themselves. If you can start to do these things as an administrator or a coach for student athletes and commit yourself to helping these young adults develop a personal brand that fits a niche and market that they will identify with, you will have set up a foundation that will aid them in gaining potential sponsorship opportunities that reflect well on them and your program. For more information on how to support your endorsable athletes and how to gain access to media training resources, make sure to schedule a free 15-minute consultation with one of our Otter PR experts. We have worked with thousands of thought leaders, influencers, businesses, and brands, and are happy to help you develop an understanding on how to align your program's brand with those of your athletes, building a collective brand that resonates with fans and sponsors alike. Who knows? After the call, we may even be able to connect your athletes directly with internal sponsorship opportunities. If you have found this information useful, please share this video and the blog that comes with it with your staff and administration. And make sure to subscribe to our channel for more ways to build your brand, get media placements, and more. Until then, that's all I have for you today. Otter out.